for the side of C4 as they're making that push directly towards DES.
Well, the team's arriving. Who would not love to see this push happening on to the players? C4 is ready. DFS is ready. This is going to be a brilliant, brilliant fight. A good grenade being lobbed out onto that direction. If it does the damage, that's going to be impressive. But now it's nade parade from both the directions as both the players, both the teams are just looking really good for the grenades with themselves. But now, if we talk about this one, DS somehow they want to just live into this area. But hey, Daddy Kari goes down by Mustafa's grenade, and now the ball is in the court of C4. Or should I say the nades are in the court of C4 because they are looking really good and they might as well just finish the one last player. There it is. Another team goes down. It's just total wipes.
Wow, what a play this was. Indeed, I mean, the initial skirmishes started off from against C4 side, but the way C4 was able to just come into the compound and slowly, but of course efficiently, bring the compound into their control was beautifully done. Perfect control and perfect aggression being showcased by the side of C4. And with that, they did end up taking a knock, but the player is not dead. So they have all 4 men alive walking out of this situation very easy and very comfortably. But moving on towards the circle itself, it is once again NFP in control of that circle, followed by BFM, who are in the center of the circle as of now. Again, you talk about Ghazi and their approach. They are still wanting to stick out and just remain outside the compounds, outside all of the fights and outside the circle.
Well, right now, C4 point, the player is back. He does not have any kills right now, but the thing is, the team does have 3. Now let's see how they can move up forward with everything. Meanwhile, the circle is with the hands of BFM. I would just want to see if someone picked up that M249 or not, because, you know, in this kind of a circle, in an open circle, M249 can create havoc.
Absolutely can. There's no two ways about it. And along with that, of course, there's going to be a lot of utilization of the utilities as well, which is going to be bare essential for you to be able to push on along, as the ones who are in the center of the circle will have a lot more information than the ones who are going to have to push on along, because the smokes do end up giving you cover, but they also do give your position out.
Yeah, that is totally true. Right now, NFP, the players will have to move up forward as well with themselves. Well, Katir, Kian and Ash onto one side, and they are looking really good with their own areas. But H2M and the players will have to move upwards from that sewer area, because they have to take up the fights. Every inch of the fight should be taken right now. But still, if you can see C4's players go from low on HP, Ahmed low on HP as well, and he actually takes down BFM Hawk. BFM might be in a bit of trouble. But well, Katir takes on C4. Zakib Ahmed is really close to his opponent. He is actually so close, it might be a trouble for him.
Absolutely, and right now, of course, the grenades that are coming in from the side of C4 certainly seem to be backfiring their push altogether itself, and FB is certainly in control of this entire region push coming in from the side of C4. There's no two ways about it. C4 is in a bit of a doozy, but talking about FS and their approach, Knockout has been knocked out one after the other, and this has now turned into the knockout. One man remaining, that is going to be Musa.
Well, he won't be knocked out, though. He will be finished if that happens. A good grenade from both the directions. It did go down, but well, all right. Well, one was a smoke, the other one was a nade. All right, played to perfection, I would say. Musa, that smoke might as well just bait him, his opponents out. We'll have to see how that actually goes. But Musa, his location is compromised. But the thing is, the throwables, the utilities is being wasted rather than being used, because it's not getting any results. That's the most important thing. You need to get the results from this one. We'll have to see what happens in this one.
Exactly, and you talk about the way FS has taken this approach, it is going to be a bit of a tricky situation, because of course they do not want to get out of the sewer and the trenches, so to say, but eventually, of course, KO has to move away from that situation as well, because the circle is certainly gunning for him, and if he's held down there, that could be troublesome. And on the other side, of course, when we were talking about C4 going against H2E, well, they have been knocked out, so to say. C4 has only one man remaining from the looks of it, and that's going to be Mustafa, and his information has already been given away, and Ash from NFP just completing that kill, and C4 Gaming getting eliminated and sent back into the lobby.
Well, he was, you know, they could see him obviously from the underlines of that buggy, so that was one thing that his skill was just given. Now we'll have to see what NFP actually does in this situation. They have all the players surviving. They have 8 kills for themselves. They might as well make this game theirs. I mean, talking about this one, the way they started off the day, they might just end it even better.
Absolutely, there's no two ways about it. The way NFP has held their compound and held control of the circle is phenomenal, along with which they've got 8 kills. There is only 7 teams remaining, 22 minutes in. This is just turning into an all-out war in this final battle ocean. With that, of course, NFP still has a lot of information for so many of these teams. H2E, they have had control of those sewers for the longest time, but they are going to have to get out of there and contest for a really good spot. On the other side, of course, you talk about the way Redstone PK have control. It is going to turn against them.
Well, we'll have to see if they can take the other players down as well. I mean, they are trying to spot each and everyone from all the directions as of now. Kian, again, just trying to spot the players, trying to take them down slowly and steadily. Well, it's not giving up any results. Fire takes down Avenger out in this one, though. H2E still surviving onto the left-hand side, though. But I want to see what NFP can actually do. I mean, Lucifer, their crosser was actually right, but they did not shoot in that direction. But now they're there, and Lucifer has been taken down.
Absolutely, and right it is. This is not looking too good for the side of Redstone PK. They are bringing in that, not even an aggression, but that push that is being brought in from them. It is just out in the open, and of course all the information is being shared with NFP, so slowly and steadily they have been taking those kills. But talk about NES, they are also out in the open, but with that H2E, they had been gunning for the team and finally do complete that wonderful knock from the side of H2E. But again, the question is going to be, H2E is pretty far out right now, and they're going to have to push on along, and in their zone, in their way, they also have to face FS, BFM and ES.
Well, BFM talking about the team Terminator, like he's in a bit of pickle. I mean, if some throwables, yeah, you can see the throwables are actually coming up onto him, and he is in a lot of trouble. Look at his HP. He's basically surviving on a sliver of HP. 1 HP is what he was surviving on BFM Terminator, but still, well, he is on to the other side. But right now he puts up a first aid, and he still is, you know, barely breathing in all those areas, from surrounded from all the sides.
Absolutely, and again go down to the compound of NFP. They are just annihilating their opponents left, right and center. They've got the information for so many teams. They have their entire team fanned out, looking towards, of course, the north as well as the south region and the eastern side as well, where indeed you're looking at north being controlled by H2E, and H2E is going to have to push on along to get themselves into a better spot off the circle for now. But move on down towards the side of course, FS. They are also going to have to contest for this fight now.
Well, Terminator is still surviving in this area. I don't know how it is happening. NES onto the other side. You can see Maxi, Hammer, and Avenger. They have to move forward. Slowly and steadily, they are trying, but they can easily backstab Terminator, who, I don't know if he knows it or not. Well, he is trying to compromise the directions from the upper side, and he is getting shot at. Might as well be the last one. And yes, he goes down. The kill goes to NFP. Now, if NES moves on to that side, NFP might as well still look at this direction. 7 meters. I mean, he was in the circle. 7 meters is the distance between the players and the circle.
As of now, NES slowly making that push along towards the side of NFP, and NFP have their eyes gauged down towards H2E, as well as the side of course, the push that we just noticed coming in from NES. So, of course, this is going to be a conversation about how exactly is NFP going to be able to control this entire conversation, because they have the compound, but they have to move away from that. They have to move out of that, and that does bring FS into a really good controlled position.
Well, Nfpxsky is just moving up forward. H2E goes down in this situation. Now we're down to 3 teams. FS is looking really good. NES is looking really good. NFP is looking really good. They have players. You can see it's a 4 versus 3, but oh my god! NFP slowly and steadily is being shattered down. NES Avenger to the save, to the rescue, to the fights in all these areas. But no one's thinking about FS, and FS is looking really good in one thing, and they're like, okay, you take the fights, we'll take the chicken dinner probably.
Absolutely, from the looks of it, certainly, because FS certainly has the control of that small little sewer area, and they have nothing to contest for. But apart from that area, moving on the conversation towards NES, well, the push that came in from the side, oh wow, this is just perfect body being brought in from the side of Zulkar, and he has just slowly moved on along and given a perfect smack on the back of the head of NES Maxi.
Well, Zulka, he has to go just a bit back, and now NES is trying to understand what a headache it is, that there's a team on the right-hand side and a team on the front-hand side, and now they feel like they are pinned down, but then they still want to fight. They still want to go for the destruction. Now the Molotovs are being thrown from both the directions, left, right, and center, but the major thing is, can FS take this fight? They have 5 kills for themselves. Talking about NFP, they are also trying to look really good, but Kian goes down, takes down Avenger OP. That means they're still following up on NES. FS is still looking really good. Well, Tyrant is shooting on some other direction as of now, but right now all they have to do is continue their fight onto this direction. Only 31 seconds, and this is the 8th circle.
This certainly is the 8th circle, and with that, of course, the contention is between these 3 teams, which is, of course, going to be Freestyle, NFP, as well as Northeast Sports. And, of course, Northeast Sports had a perfect gunning position for NFP, but they were not able to bring down, apart from just one player on NFP, and NFP have been able to, well, revive the other players. So it is a 3v3v2.
Well, totally. This is going to be a difficult situation. It's a 3. Yeah, it's a 3v3. But the thing is, NFP, how far can they take the fight? They take down Joby again. It's his third knock. He needs to go for a revive. Otherwise, things will be looking really bad for him. Or the health is going to go down slowly and steadily. So that's going to be one tricky thing. But he does end him down, making him down to 8 alive. Who will be the final team standing? That's the question. NES Maxi goes down as well. NES is last player's team. No, it's not. It goes down. NFP versus FS. A 3v3 situation, and they know where their opponents are somehow. They will have to take every inch of the fight. Their helmets are destroyed. Somewhat vests are destroyed. But they are not backing down of a fight. Not today. Not in this match. Because this match can put one team to a really comfortable spot. That's going to be one of the things. But hey, look at this. FS. The circle's moving up. The slow blue circle of death is slowly and steadily just moving up. Kian had a really good angle. He should not have, let that angle go. But let's see how it just goes down.
Absolutely, and with that, we see pills being popped and, of course, energy drinks being utilized, for which this means this is the time for them to push. And, of course, there are no utilities left at all from either of the sides. So there is a conversation about, well, who is going to be the one who's going to have to first give away the information. FS certainly is doing so. FS has given away a lot of information, and Kian right here from the side, of course, should be able to push.
This is the last circle, the last heal battle, and they gave all their first hits to one player so that they can just, utilize if it comes down to that. They just want to take a part of this heal battle. The slow circle just again moving up forward. One player has the heal battle area for himself so that he is not, in a really different situation. You can see Ash. Ash has all the first hits. He can go for the heal battle. I think Respect might be the one to go for a heal battle because he has a cover of that, the stone onto the other side. But the circle's moving. The circle's moving really slowly. This is going to end onto the open area, the upper side. FS will be the first one to move forward. Respect goes down. The person who had to heal might have well gone down. But hey, Tyrant goes down as well. Oh my god. FS goes on the second place and NFP gets a chicken dinner again.
What a phenomenal play from NFP. I mean, this team started the day off with a wonderful chicken dinner. And